Bueno, buenas noches por la noche, bienvenidos a un stream medio carpeo. Nuevamente. Vamos a ver si podemos seguir jugando este juego. Marica, volvieron a nacer. ¡Sospecha! ¿Qué está pasando acá? Siren, ya porque nació otra vez. Esta weá. Hermosíful.
Who's ready for more?
¿Qué más hay acá? Ok. Bueno, yo iba para allá arriba. Marica, me toca dar la vuelta otra vez. Me toca dar la vuelta otra vez. Ya no me acuerdo cómo fue que llegué. ¿Si era por acá? Ah, sí, sí, sos. Ah, pues es que podía llegar a la piedra. Qué marica. Bueno, hagamos esto que hace rato que no. A campo. No hay que hablar con nadie. Solo. Ah, vengan ahora. Upgrades. A ver. Ah, pues a los fierros deberíamos hacerle upgrade. Sí, ok. Dámosle. Yes y yes. Si ya están tres y ya tengo el Hadra. 54 physical, 56 es Tosh. ¿Cómo? ¿Más cuánto? Bueno, pues venga. Este leather, quirras. Ah, ya es lo que tengo equipado. Ya estás listo. Ya con eso es suficiente, gracias.
Thoughts and whispers, we feel them rumble beneath the surface. We smell conflict. Kith turn on kith. We do not understand.
Keith turn and kiss. People always thought understanding is just a question of what?
They come on foreign ships. Exiles grafted from other trees. The salt clings to their hair. The scent of distant shores to their skin.
Most of them come for a better life, some of them are seeking freedom. Most of them come for a better life.
From dead wood.
To new growth from deadwood. Why? To escape what?
Uprooted. The ground stir. They bring banners.
I didn't expect pares to be such a powder.
Blood. Wolves. Fighting for territory.
We could find a better sticks peacefully.
Innate.
There's enough space for everyone.
The tiger builds. We learn much.
Hasta luego. Ah, güey, bueno, me toca volver a hacer esto. Mm, para allá. Ajá. Listo, papu. Llegamos otra vez aquí. A ver, ahora sí. Ahora sí entremos a ver qué es la marica. Buenas.
Step closer.
Dos
Dark
quesos.
light.
No.
If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
This is giving me the shakes. Right, maybe I'll stand outside.
Why have you come to...
I died and I returned. You're supposed to give me a clean bill of health. Liviana said you could help me. I've been hearing voices. A ver, dos. Liviana said you could help me.
help? No. Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal... To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond.
I stand on the shore. ¿Qué dice? Something feels strange. Bueno, repitamos.
Very good. I dip my toe into bottomless. The lake is a mirror.
The lake is a mirror, the mirror is a door, and the door stands open.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? Who are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on a bark.
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten.
Now she's hearing voices. Great. Is that gonna cost us extra?
Curious. Something clink.
Voices. Echoes in the plastic shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars?
Enough. I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished.
Ay, pero ese señor se maluqueó.
That was true.
Es que perception y I don't understand. You're telling me I'm tingling. Did you really hear the
Only
voice?
echoes. The whisper. I am pleased to report I made contact. First, the good news. Not only is your death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond,
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
you only live because someone would not permit you to.
The voice in my head.
I can say much, but that... It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a song. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul. It has no chime.
That's good.
I told you the good news. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's time is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn?
Delicado.
I cannot say. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always sign their work disturbing, terrible.
Hearing. Okay, where do I go from here?
Forward. Whatever you choose to believe in, be it fate, the gods, or your own nature, it will point you the way. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor. But the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Ardra, commune with it. Ardra has a strong... Ardra holds the path between this life and the next. A conduit for souls all around. Through Ardra, a soul may find its way back to the wheel, to be born again. But the Ardra here, it connects only to itself.
I think Adra has the answers I seek.
Your questions are of a spiritual nature. When you find Ardra, Ardra may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. Before we close...
The ambassador wants some assurance and I'm okay. Can you tell my friends, sir?
Marius, I see terrible pain and the strength of will it takes to conceal it. I see jagged, self-inflicted scars.
Right. I could see that too if I don't get out of here soon.
Kai, your soul is heavy. But
Hey, we don't need to make this all about me.
This has been enlightening.
For
Thank
us.
you.
Glad someone got something out of it.
safe travels, godlike. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
Bueno, muchas
This
gracias.
kinda thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here.
¿Es esto? Esta se llama así, runita, ok. Y acá que hay... Turnip, a ver. Y por acá hay algo escondido. Runit Stream Journal. Stream's getting stronger. Okay, mira. Adra, Severo, Canvas Shoes, Belt, ok. Grazie mille. Sai. Qua scopre pistola pizza. Bueno, listo, ahora toca volvernos donde el embajador. Aquí.
Tell me you brought good news.
Sí, socio.
Envoy, you returned. And you brought a friend.
Always nice to meet an Adiran who isn't trying to goad me into a fight.
What of these rebels? The streets are...
The rebels have there under the Temple of Andre. If you hurry, you can catch it by surprise. Uy, gonorrea. Inactivable que se vuela.
What?
How could you let this happen? No echarle la culpa a los otros.
You're damn right it is. We needed to answer this challenge with blood. Don't you see what this will do to our credibility?
Venga,
Thanks to
profesor
you,
Ramsey.
these rebels will continue to undermine our work in the living lands without resistance. Worse still, now everyone knows our flank is exposed. Oh my gods, Ludwig is going to eat us alive. She will do the talking.
She sounds like a wonderful person.
There's nothing to be done. All we can do is brace for the...
Don't forget why I'm here. The Dream Scourge.
Oh, yes. I'm sending you to Fior Messi Verno, a community of Valian expatriates deep in... And the Animancers may have some knowledge of the Dream Scourge already. Learn whatever you can from them.
Can't seem too familiar with Animancy. What do you need to know?
Nor should you be. Animancers draw power from the spirit world. Their dark research can twist, break, even corrupt the very soul. The Empire has no tolerance for Animancers, and with good reason. Their work is dangerous, heretical.
Okay. How does one do Animancy?
Animancers tinker on souls using clever inventions and ancient pillars of Ardra, siphoning essence like honey from a hive. They want to change reality as we know it, make us live longer. For all I know, they might be onto something. Or, with a single miscalculation, they might destroy us.
I'm surprised you'd work with people you think are heretical.
If you
Understood.
have any further questions before... My sources tell me the Dream Scourge is a plague of the soul. And if we have anything in common with Animancers, it's a shared interest. Answers. We need all the help we can get, even if... I believe that covers everything. Governor Vidaro will be your first point of contact. I'm told he's good hunting.
Gracias. Uy, ¿qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Uy, la socia. La... ¿Cómo se llama? A Ludwig. Allá, mamá. Qué miedo esas espadas, hijo de puta. Ah, bueno, acá no.
Hilgar,
Uy.
why is it that whenever I hear your name, it's because you've disgraced the Empire?
No, strangling light. Keep her away.
Is that, her?
Inquisitor Ludwig.
While you brood over the Dream Scourge, this island is coming apart at the seam.
Stay your wrath. Allow me to present the Adiran envoy, dispatched by the Emperor himself, to aid us
So
in our time
Ludwig,
of
when your
need.
reputation precedes you, let her finish.
As does yours. Let me deal with him, and I will get back to you. I can't believe you troubled the Emperor to send an envoy. Haven't you done enough to flog?
Under the circumstances,
Silence! You busy yourself with the Dream Scourge. A mere fever and chills.
I've experienced the horror of the Dream Scourging firsthand. We must stop it before it spreads.
Even if that were to happen, the living will replace the dead. We will ship them in by the hundreds to fill the empty houses.
gods, Ludwig.
I have scoured this island and faced the truths from which you cower. The living lands is on the brink of total collapse, and you have now, the envoy's killer roams free, unpunished, spreading word of our ineptitude.
The blame is mine, and mine alone.
Awfully generous for the ambassador to take the fall like that. I wonder when this will come back to bite us.
Yo sé.
We should be better than this. Leading by what?
I think the two of you would be stronger together than apart. Maybe these problems exist because the Living Lands doesn't want us here. And I think the two of you would be stronger
I've been
together.
saying this all along. But his solution was to go over.
If you're done eviscerating me, you'll be interested to learn I'm sending the envoy to the Animat.
You are ridiculous. Emerald Stair is under assault, but the Animancers cling to pride and tradition.
We have to get help somewhere the Living Land needs. Maybe the influence. She always like this. We have to get help somewhere. Animancy could help us fight the Dream Scourge.
Wielded in the wrong hands, it could. Clearly, I've wasted my time with you, Ambassador. From now on, I will. You are free to disagree with my methods. As for you, Envoy, farewell.
Y bueno,
She is going to be a problem.
she's supposed to be on our side. You didn't have to take the leap for me, I appreciate it.
Oh, that was nothing. Ludwine already despises me. Put her out of your mind. The dreams go. Oh, before I forget, Liviana gave you a clean bill of health. You're cleared to leave. Fair warning, Animancers and Adirians don't mix well. Their kind can...
So standard for the Living Lands.
A fair point. No one survived.
They're a fun bunch.
Wonderful. Now I have to keep a tight grip on my soul on top of everything else.
Should you cross paths with Ludwine? Well, try not to. I have safe travels, I'm told.
We're done here. We can get to Emerald Stair in no time if we leave now.
Camina. Caerá peor mes inverno. ¿Por acá? Vamos por la mitad del camino. A ver.
Fior Messi Verno, huh? Guess if you're looking for an...
The forests are thick here, but between the two of us we can handle it. Dame.
They're not just thick. They're nigh impenetrable. And there's a distinct... Nothing we can't get through. But... Well, I do have some experience with Emerald Stair. I've led a few people there from Paradise or Thirdborn.
Someone's slipping.
I said, almost.
I'm thankful for your expertise.
Just glad I can... Right, chick. Oh, good. Because it's not that interesting, really, and knowing about it won't keep you alive, so why pry? Wouldn't you... Maybe, maybe not. Isn't it enough that... I appreciate...
How did you learn your survival skills?
When I was a child in Solace, a warden named Alinka taught me the basics. What berries to eat, how to build a shelter, and so on.
They just are gonna... okay.
We make sure this turns out I was just good at surviving on my own.
So you let Solace because you didn't need it anymore?
Right. Changing this.
Ah.
Anyway, what do you need?
Bueno, gracias ya.
Until next time.
Shh, toca sacarle el entrenamiento a este perro. Bueno, estas que atrás van a hablar aquí. Obvio, obis.
The armored mask. We dream of steel and charred earth and flame
Flee.
fleeing from her.
You cinnamon settled by Ludwig. A ver.
Blazing up came through. You are not safe with her.
I know Ludwig tan marica. Are you sure you don't have history with her? Can you tell me more? A ver, 4.
We reach the spine, but the old scars do not lie.
Did Ludwig hurt you specifically? I don't know what you're talking about.
A storm. Steer clear.
Of the scorching fire or extinguish it. Uy, pelado. Violence isn't the answer. When if it comes to it, I lead with her my way.
No, the flame spreads toward the garden wall.
Have a care. Maybe. ¿Yo entré a esta cueva ahora?
Whatever's grown over that Audra doesn't look natural.
A ver. Buenas. Papi, ¿qué hay acá?
Aim.
El Potion, Electric Lily. ¿Pero qué pasa acá? A ver. Ay, qué susto. Esto se quema así.
Stand back.
Ah, ok. Plata. Mierda, está muy oscuro. Brothers and sisters. Mirando contra estas ruinas. Mal está. To the Avowed through a clever combination of purpose, forcing us. The trick is simple. Now that the hard work has been done, activate the essence generators with a strong jolt and the way shall open to you. Okay. You are unable to wield magic, worry not. Simply search for electric lilies as their seeds erupt with lightning when thrown against a solid surface. Okay. Listo. Entonces... Ay, mariquis. Ya.
Here it comes.
¿Qué había, no? Ah. Ajá. Uf. Pam. Listo. Ok, este primero.
Coming in hot.
Ay, marica, está torcido.
Aye, aye.
Perdón, es que estaba bloqueado. Ay, se está torcido. ¿Este sí está bueno o está torcido? Está torcido. ¿Para qué no llega? Ah, pero si le pegaron a uno. Pero el otro debe estar acá, ok. Ah, velo acá. Ay, yo desarmé el guante, ¿sí ve? Bueno, ese que con un Lily. Con un Electric Lily. Solo tengo 3, weón. Oh, no, me mato. Ay. ¿Por qué me falta coger esta barra? Ok, ah, vea la piedra, ok.
Something happened here. Earth. Voices. The ruins sleep in the field now. How do we leave our mark upon the river of memory?
And we lead by example, we'll remember for our principles. We live on through the relationships that we cultivate. We are not given a place in history. We have to fight for it. Voices, rain, sleeping.
The trees speak. We are not.
Just a stranglehold. Envoy, you gotta tell me you've seen it. The
Hijo de puta,
envoy
mierda,
blacked out.
torres al tiempo.
Now the Audra has flowers on it. Does that about sum it up?
Oigo un ojete. Y yo entré por dónde, por acá. ¿Qué hay por este lado? A ver. Stop. Y adelante toca bajar aquí. ¿Hasta la otra ciudad? Ah, Emerald Stair Gatehouse. Listo, van a ver aquí. Uy, nos vieron.
Arms up! You're mine now! Come and get me! I had the shot!
Tome, chacata. Ah, ya. Son horrores, me mata, perro.
Another win. But who's counting? Counting.
Intento curarme con comida. Bueno. ¿Qué es esto? Fragment of Star Metal.
I've seen metal like that. Usually behind a very high price tag at a blacksmith.
Ah, por aquí, si no hemos venido aquí. ¿Y este es cuál?
And
Can I help you?
on the contrary, Paradise believes it can help you.
I agree to let you go. What more do you want from me? ¿Ah, ese es el mismo man? No.
Careful, he could be a messenger.
We have learned you are not a figure to your mercy for our compatriot. We deem you worthy. This time.
¿Qué me dieron?
We will be what?
Rite of Passage. Fellow travelers, let it be known that the Adrian envoy is up. Ah, ok. Grant his God like the safe passage and liberty that we afford to our most trusted compatriots and allies. Ah, bueno. Pues gracias. Con permiso.
Hold a moment. They tell me you're going to Emerald Stair. Business or pleasure? Well, just remember to cover your mouth, sneeze into your elbow, and sleep with lavender under your pillow. Fair warning, Envoy. Before you showed up, Inquisitor Ludwig barged past me. She was looking none.
I watch out for her. Thanks for the warning.
Don't thank me. In fact, keep my name away from Ludwig's ears. Better if she doesn't know I exist. Anyway, I thought you should know Ludwig's on the prowl.
So Ludwig's somewhere out there doing who knows what. Wonderful.
Given how angry she was about Wolf, probably best we give her a wide berth.
Oh, one other thing. Did you hear about that expedition team that went...
I'm familiar with expeditions travel, yeah.
It's frightful stuff. Can't imagine crawling through caves for a living. The ground's been rumbling something fearsome over there, and those... I hope it's not another strangleroot situation is all I'm... Anyway, I hope you can lend him a hand. Seems like a... You're cleared to pass, Envoy.
Dale. Atrae el total. Listo.
Can't say I'm sad to be leaving Paradise. I had no idea how tense things were with the Adirans moving in. And now we have to worry about whether the man who killed you is going to try again.
It's what most of us come here for. I only wish more of us really got one. Unfortunately, the Steel Garrote will see this as an excuse to crack down. I get the feeling they've been looking for one.
Steel Garrote? I figured they're just more intense Adiran soldiers.
El padre es de tubo ética. Zealous but effective. The Lord may have certain ideas, but don't confuse those fanatic with us.
Oh, unfortunately, if you're marching shoulder to shoulder, some of their stink is bound to rub off on you.
I don't like that Ludwig woman.
A todos
She gives
que...
me the freakus.
Yeah, I've seen flock. One's tacking when the other's jibing, if you catch my drift.
A little tension is healthy, even between allies.
And that's gonna mean trouble for everyone.
And it's a good thing we're getting out of this.
Yeah. Much as Liviana misses our company, I wouldn't count on your mysterious friend.
Are you listening to that friend when you go all blank-eyed from time to time? Does your special friend talk to you? I mean, I had an imaginary friend when I was little, but they never brought...
He means that with all due professional respect, of course.
How do you know this friend doesn't mean us any harm?
Pues sí, sí me revivió.
Unless they have their own use for you.
We're headed to Fior Messi Verno to see if the Animancers know. Maybe we'll learn something about...
Right. When it comes time to deal with Animancers, you two are on your own.
Fair enough, but I wouldn't expect a warm welcome. Hillguard's already brought your homeland's prohibitions against animancy to Paradise.
They could stand around and have scholarly debates about souls all they want. Gives me a great opportunity to take a nap.
I haven't been back in a while, but Fior is, an interesting place. It was founded about 50 years ago by a disgraced Valian duke and a handful of animancers who'd soured on politics in the republics.
Town full of nobles, scholars, and leeches. All surviving off the work of the farmers who grow food for...
They're an eccentric. It turns out that academics are as ungovernable.
They don't understand what they're messing with. They can't tame the wilds with
They've held it at bay. Their ingenuity, or madness, or heresy, take your pick, has fed a lot of people. But, rumor has it, some unnatural...
Hopefully they've been able to learn something. Yeah, the possible connection is traveling.
Hopefully there's nothing to that. But if there is, we'll find out soon enough. And there's something I've been putting off. An old friend from my time in Thirdborn had a cabin, Tama. He passed a while ago, but he left something for me that I never got around to picking up.
Este marica, bueno, vamos a la cabina.
You won't regret it. Emerald Stairs, lovely.
No matter what I tell you, you keep picking flowers from things that...
Hey, they love me. You just gotta ask nice.
Right. Maybe buy them a drink before they choke you to death with...
This is exactly the kind of journey I was hoping for.
Well, you came to...
You and I have quite the...
Let's get started,
That's
Papa.
the spirit. What about you, Mom?
I have, you know, things to do back in Paradise. It keeps me plenty busy.
Come to think of it, I haven't been to Emerald Stair in a while, and the envoys never...
None that could help the two of you. You need the best guide in the lands to keep...
Now come with us, Marius, we could use your expertise. It seems like you already have the best hunter in the lands right here. Estoy tocada.
Hey, you
Lamerle
don't have
el
to butter
jopo.
me up.
Now that you mention it, you're gonna need my help if you're traveling through the lands with this Nimdut. I have two rules. No campfire songs and no hugs. That last one's...
I hear wiggle room on the singing.
If we're done being ridiculous, we should get some rest. We'll be in Emerald Stair tomorrow.
Good to have you with us, Marius.
Right. Go to bed before you violate the hugging rule.
Bueno, muy bien. A ver, a ver. Conejo. No, pues estoy en el streameo, carapé. Estoy hablando solo, pero para que quede grabado, pues. ¿Y esto qué está pasando acá, perro? ¡Calo, calo! Esa mierda es un hongo, weón. No, es un hongo de mierda. ¿No? Uy, esas me dan a mirar, no Ay, no tenemos este tiro. Están llegando más bien. Bueno, ¿y qué?
Oh, fantastic. People. I was about to lose my wits.
A mind's question. The dust of the Akita in her hair.
You wouldn't happen to have a ladder on hand, would you?
No ladder. Are you one of Sansa's cartographers? Chimaras get this lady alive. I do need a ladder for me.
Climb, of course. There's a godless artifact just out of reach, but perhaps we don't need one. You're tall.
Said something about the godless. Who are they?
Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the godless. But they were here in the living lands long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins on the way here. The big ones, with spires that look more than a little phallic. A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. They lived in harmony with the land. I mean, as much as you can live in harmony with a land actively trying to kill you. Maybe 30 years of research, and as far as I can tell, they just upped and disappeared one day. Fascinating, right? Well, what's important is that the vase is within my grasp, now that I've a tall, dark, and handsome stranger to help.
Chapiro, ¿qué le pasa?
There's a vase in this ruin that's too high for me to reach. I can pay you in skates. The vase sits atop that tower beside us. And once you've got it, look me up. Yaxley, wizard extraordinaire, godless expert, and a Balrog in the bedroom.
Esta ya se verá
You
sucia.
do meet the most interesting people.
I can get you 1,000 faces that don't require going into some ancient ruins, but no one listens to me.
Bueno, ¿cómo termina aquí? Extrae. Arriba. Aquí. ¿Y la de acá acá o qué? Uy, vea. La tica papa. Ay, me la cagué. Uy. No sé cómo me devolví, bueno. Te expande. Ah, pero esta es una misión secundaria. An eccentric visa, the base should be located somewhere just out of reach nearby the godless run. A ver. Ah, no sea marica, eso es en la mierda. No, es que eso no, marica, eso no es, no es. Track. Track. ¿Qué es esto?
Quiet as the depths.
Ah, marica, entonces acá ya hay cosas de nivel 2. ¿Por qué sigue pitando? ¿Arriba o qué? Sí, es acá encima. Ajá. Stand hide. Y longo, pero longo.
Find a better weapon. Come and get me. Here we go!
De mierda. Ah, pa. ¿Eso qué es? ¿Una araña? No.
You okay?
No, va a morir.
Let's see what
Papis, pero háganle algo. Uy, qué pepazo.
that it.
Ay, weón, y me envenenó otra vez. Che, mierda. Ese veneno dura mucho. Listo, bueno, ya por lo menos. Más. Bueno, por acá. Bueno, espere. Excavation log. This temple more ways than one. While Anders and his consortiums have been here a long time. I don't think they are going anywhere. It's just a thing for us. It's like the land doesn't want us here. Okay. Tal vez. Me asusten. Aquí se me quedó algo. ¿Y lo mismo? ¿Qué? Ah, ¿este? Ah, sí, señor. Ya. A ver, ya.
Good. You are aware I can see you digging through my things.
Ah, perdón, señora.
Andra's titties, you found it! I tried using magic to get the vase down, but alas. Thankfully you and your little friends came along and saved the day.
Excuse me. We're all bigger than you are, Nimdude.
I may be small, but my magic is not.
Cafe Daisy, you tell me something about fear. Don't know what this is, how you use. Bueno, la plata, pero.
Yes, I did. Such a godless artifact is worth its weight in gold. Think of all the secrets.
You keep mentioning the godless. Should I know them? Do any of those secrets point in the way to fear? Have you found any such memories? Sure, the memories of the people.
Well, I'm not surprised you don't know of the godless. But they were here in the living lands long before anyone else, as far as I can tell. They lived on every corner of the lands. You must have passed a few of their ruins on the way here. The big ones, with spires that look... A lot of their structures were embedded in the ground. They lived in as much as 30 years...
Ah, pues ya lo hablamos. Do any of those secrets point you to fear?
Of course. Follow the path through the fields. Thank you for your help.
Well, that's something I hope never happens again.
I've got a few inches to spare if she changes her mind.
Marica, está lleno de hongos. Le digo, perro. ¡Pah! Y se me va a totear en la cara. Me imaginé.
We make a good squad.
Me imaginé que se me va a totear encima. A ver, fuego, fuego. Common sword. Sí, tan. Listo. ¿Y qué es esto? There's something in the air in the island. I've spoken to animals. I will be with them when it happens. The time is merging closer to divinity. Que putas. El hongo poseyendo a todo el mundo, mamá.
I've never seen him stare like this. It's usually so nice.
No, o sea, está picho y no sé. No. ¿Y esto qué es?
As if people weren't hungry enough.
You told us that animancy would save our crops, and now look, spoiled on the vine. Zarips won't even touch them.
Animancy is a process. We're talking about a delicate metaphysical ecosystem.
Machines everywhere, and none of them are doing a lick of good.
Be patient and things will get better.
El DSense conductor colting, Titan Hospital Ball, ripped out that garbage healing crystal. ¿Qué? But they should keep tearing into our machines. I can only patch them up so many times. Won't see the tribe to the north. If you don't believe me, they're not too keen of us being there here.
promise.
Raro. Aquí, ¿qué hay? Uy, me gustaba como grande, pero.
Oh, more of this stuff. Has anyone figured out how to get rid of it?
Ajá. Treasure map, Painter's Regret. A ver, sí. Aquí suena otro. Arriba, ok. ¿Lo que está encima? Tiene cara, tiene cara. Ah, es que. Ah, no es esto, Treasure Map, cuesta item. Ah. Ok.
You take lead.
Ah, pues tirémosles una granada, pero. Ra. Ese hongo de mierda. Ra. 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 ¿Qué es lo que más era? Bueno, esta maquinolia entonces está acabando con todo. ¿Y dónde llegamos acá? Farmers Market, ok. Astral. A ver qué para acá. ¿Quién alega?
If you came to bless the crops, you're too late.
Or are they sipping tea?
Acá.
Take it up with the governor. I don't make the rules. Godlike.
Spoil, spoil, spoil. A ver, dame el vino. Esta. Pociones. Espada. Muy bien.
Cutting in line. I was here first.
You're the first godlike to come through in, well, I can't remember how long. I hope that's a good sign.
Esperemos que sí, socia. It's definitely not a bad sign. What makes you think my presence means anything?
Some believe the gods have abandoned Emerald Stair. And yet, here I am talking to one of their offspring. If the gods don't bless us with a harvest soon... Really? You know...
That hasn't stopped anyone in these
Some
parts.
say the old gods aren't here. Or if you need an animancer, you'll have to clear it with the governor. He lives in the big... Let me know if anything strikes your fancy.
A ver qué tiene. Ah, venga, le vendemos todo esto. Quitémosle más plata. Y esto es un... Ah, es como un hadra azul, no. Animancer Swallowtail. Ush, 18. No aguanta. Está mejor que el que tengo. Fine Axe, bueno, pero ya tengo la mía. Fine, fine, fine. Hylia's Talon. Upgrade weapons and armor at party camp. Ah, fue puta, ¿todo esto necesita eso? Ahí ya está. 450 cada uno, no, Otro mapa. Fusiones. Deme 2. Lockpicks. ¿Y este qué es? 5205. Pucha. ¿De dónde sacará uno plata en este juego, madre? Como que no entiendo. Tosque. Un arco, una papa, una granada. If they placed an order for a replica of a godless vase again, I swear she's obsessed. The way she looked at dusty urns and pots is borderline obscene. She wants a vase, she can find it her own. Okay.
This place could use a broom or two. Maybe a team of carpenters.
And hide. Pero está grande el pueblito este.
I don't think it's fair. I didn't do anything wrong. Probably using me as an example. Pick on the new kid, you know?
I am
Que ya hará.
bother me no.
If you need a ranger, find a Cierno at headquarters. I can't help you.
Find the Cierno. Eso, perro, la luca. Uy, ¿qué es esto? Me quiere enterrar una acá, weón. Uy, ¿qué es esta mierda? ¿Y esto qué es? ¿Y por qué está ahí como tan ahí? Medium staff of copper. What? Y eso sí estuvo como raro, rarangosera. Porque suena algo.
7 in the past week. How am I supposed to live like this?
¿Esto qué le pasa? No, no sé.
Mati. I mean, forgive if I have to chase down. I don't know. I wish they would at least come back.
You wish we have to contain this before people find.
It's not like I enjoy imposing on you, but I'm afraid if Elia finds out that. She wouldn't push her research far enough.
Whatever you all are doing.
And how's that risk-taking working out for you?
You know, maybe they're... I've caught them trying to shamble... Revenants aren't very bright. That can't be a coincidence. They might...
Controlling the undead, we call it. A ver.
I was hoping you'd say that. Oh, and if you find some... I want to see whether it leads the surviving revenants back.
Más Stonehide. ¿Cuál es el lago ese? Ah, no, acá. Y marica, esta zona re grande. Ah, no, el lago es acá. Qué puta. Y bueno, ¿qué quieres que te diga? Allá es la mansión, vale. ¿Sí estoy yendo para allá? Sí, speak with the governor. ¿Qué suena por acá? Nada. Las máquinas esas parece. ¿Y esto? Y esa mierda porque estaba alumbrando. ¿Qué significa esto? Que hay algo, démelo. Hijo de putas. Marica, ¿dónde está? Es que suena justo aquí. ¿Será que es en el techo? Puta, suena muy aquí. Como me encaramo en ese techito. Mira por acá. No. ¿Esta es la tienda de ahorita? Sí. Porque alumbra así ese pedazo ahí. A ver. Quizás. Muy bien. Bueno, acá ya habíamos venido. Vamos para allá, ¿cierto? Aquí debe haber algo. Escondido entre las sombras. Those seeking the inhabitants of this building may find their new domicile within the walls of your Messi Verno. Living outside the walls has simply become too dangerous. By order of Governor Vidal, this property is to remain vacant. Okay. Voy a tocar comprarla. Estas moneditas. Bueno, vamos.
I really don't think you can deny that everything wrong in Fior obviously comes from using animancy.
Ay, es que este man porque es azul. Es igual al amigo. Uy. Ya. Buenas.
Word of advice: give a wide berth to the governor's manor. Giata's about to tear that poor man a new one.
Unfortunately, that's where I'm headed. ¿Quién es Yata?
One of our animancers. She's bright as a spark, but a mite confrontational. She came storming up the hill with a wheelbarrow full of spoiled crops. Then the shouting started.
Animancers fighting? This I have to see.
This isn't the first time Giata's put the governor in his place, but...
It might be the last, okay.
Look around. The town's overgrown,
Just take a blessed day look outside. It doesn't take a genius to see this.
The governor's manor is on the far side of town. You can't miss it. Just follow the sound of foul language.
I was hoping to learn some local curses.
Looking forward to seeing what it looks like when animancers fight.
A ver. Fior Plaza Beacon, ok. Aquí este man nos va a hablar. Hasta la vieja. Ah.
Emperor's envoy. Come to interfere in Steel Garrote business again?
That depends. Are you doing something that requires my interference?
Certainly not. Besides, I have no more business in Fjord. If you're here to speak with Vidaro, I'm afraid you'll find the governor is quite beyond reason. These Valians and their love of animancy.
Nuance is dangerous. We need to rule it out as a factor in this plague. I suppose the Valiants don't like adherents telling them their own business. Perhaps the diplomacy should be left to diplomats.
Fair enough, envoy. Talk to the man all you'd like. When diplomacy fails, the Steel Garrote will be ready to ensure the safety of Adherin interests.
Stir quizzically.
We all have our part to play, envoy. Until later.
She's as subtle as a broadside.
Does subtle mean something different outside of Solace?
¿Entonces qué? No se había ido, señora. Buah, ¿esto qué es? Turn fruit. Cur. ¿Y esto se le puede chorear? Ya, papi. No me toda vaina. Este juego, weón. Man, ni reacciona. ¿Y este? Dale acá.
Genuine healing crystals, purest in all of Eora.
Ah, no, déjalo,
Rejuvenate
corazón.
and revitalize your personal essence.
¿Y acá qué es? Si acá no puede entrar a todas las hacer de todo y nadie le dice no nada. Buah. Buah. No sepan si digo eso no papá. No. I fear the words. For days now Yata and I pass the gate before sunrise to record the essence in emerald star soil. The mold shimmered with a strange gloss. Ah, eso es lo que brilla en los cultivos. ¿Sabes? ¿Cómo se llama? La cosa es esta que estamos buscando.
Is your soul cracked like an old teacup? Fire crystal to
Oh,
Sí,
you
¿qué quiere?
startled me. You must have.
What prayer were you reciting?
I am asking the dead.
What if we carry the returns used? If I was your negligent because it is fight for the impossibility de very angry spirits.
We cannot take that chance. There are angry spirits, and you know the problems we face. I believe the two our recent dead require a final meal to ease their pain.
You've got people waiting in line for their next meal, and you want to waste food on the dead?
I got food from the grain merchant stores. I just need someone to leave it at the graves. The dead will take it from.
Flesh and bone. What tree calls for its branches?
Interesting custom. I'd love to know more.
Of course, Barrett appeared. We offer
And
food to the recently dead to still.
Dynamic the last thing that they have to worry about, and somehow you think these hungry dead are causing the dream scourge.
The recently dead are nearly as alive as you or I. Any peace we can offer.
This is far from the craziest thing we've done today. Let's do it.
I like yours. The first offering goes to.
Understood.
The second offering.
And the
The
third.
final offering should be taken. I believe it will do it. Be careful.
Next time you want to tour graveyards, I'm staying at camp. We should help the living and let the dead rest.
I can't thank you enough for
Muchas
helping to
gracias.
ease.
Se rancio. Cae. ¿Y qué? ¿Viste para el image? Ah, vale. ¿Y esto qué es? Ah.
Empty again.
Seems that way.
Vidaro says the current crop looks promising though.
How can he know that? He's not a farmer.
Be patient.
Permiso que estoy
Hasn't
robando
steered us
acá,
wrong
gracias.
before.
The Apothecary Shop. Please apologize to our customers for the delay in sending this order. I'm afraid we can only send half of what you requested. The herbal yield in Emerald Star, it was less than I'd hoped this season for quality medicinals and tinctures. Tan jodidos, perro. Ya iba a preguntar que por qué no me había... Porque no tenía sobrepeso todavía. Pues ahí está. en teoría entonces yo ya debería ir en otra cosa. ¿Qué es lo que pesa tanto? Ah, pues este shield. A ver. Con eso ya. Ah, esto pesa un montón. Common Sword. Ay, la metí en el campo. Esto para engallarse tampoco necesita metal, ¿no? Yo como que nada de metal lo necesito. Bueno, esto. Steel Chunk. Pero esto ya no es Steel Chunk, sino Iron Chunk. ¿Será que no puede mezclar los materiales para hacer materiales fuertes? Y bueno, no sé. Un segundito. Esto. Nada. Marica, todas las puertas tienen letreros acá. Hope this note finds you well. What an occasion, despite the lackluster fruit. You always were the life of the party despite your claims otherwise. I look forward to more antics soon. Till we meet again. Ay, qué putas es eso ahí. Vamos a esta mierda.
What's the meaning of this?
Uy, se agarraron, se
Look at
agarraron.
these crops. Look at your city. The Dream Scourge is laying waste to our home.
There is no Dream Scourge in Emerald Stair.
The land begs to differ, and I can prove it.
We can discuss this in private.
We are discussing it now.
Buenas.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness. Oh my god. Scissors. Sorry to interrupt. I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge. Jamane, at your service.
Charmed. Forgive me for staring. It's just we don't see many of your kind anymore.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me.
But unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
I'm an Adrian envoy. Private discussion, you are arguing in the middle of town. Excuse me, but I'm talking to this captivating young lady. I'm an Adrian envoy. Dame.
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls, your influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way. As you can see, I was just proving...
A cart full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around. And now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive species. Roots and mycelium growing overnight. As though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife. And now, our farms.
I've seen corruption in nature, but never this advanced. That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animator can help me stop it. Bueno, el de uno, claro.
There may still be time.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring back its soul, and its... Our governor would rather ignore the problem.
But you do. What would you take? What it would? Okay, what would it take for you to fix this?
Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need... Unfortunately, new experiments have to go through him.
Must be nice that all the arguing isn't about you, for once.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
She's the one taking all the risk. I think she knows what she's doing. Let me take care of your hands and make sure nothing goes wrong. I think she knows what she's
you're
doing.
unfamiliar with animancy. Are you going to tell him about your family's basement?
Dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident, but look what it cost you. We can't let it happen.
While we argue among ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing our people apart.
If we work together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the dream score rationally, let cooler heads prevail. I share the governor's doubts. What about your family? Maybe we can solve the dream score rationally.
Then we'd better do it somewhere else. Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
I'll trouble you no
Your
more.
request is denied, Chiata.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Chiata Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa, you're banishing her for that?
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Chiata is an outcast.
Marco. Let's go.
Governor, this is unacceptable. Your
Don't bother, old man. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. Now limp back to your giant. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house, due west, by the workshop.
Another mouthful feed. Maybe we'll need to let Kai hunt more after all.
Let's get bedroom key. Ah, no, aquí todo está bloqueado. ¿Este cuál es?
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
A ver. Uy, vea bedroom key. Jaja. Valiant breastplate. Oiga, sí, vamos. De veras. Ah. Me llené. ¿Se puede desarmar? Ah, sí, señor. Fine quality. Es que esto pesa mucho, weón. ¿Qué es lo que...? 15 RF effect damage y 20 maximum essence. Besta, toca desarmar esto, pesa mucho. ¿Cuánto se venderá? Bueno, guardamos todo esto. Listo. La plata, perro. Observe the people in my family's honor that there is no dream scourge in Emerald Stair. If it exists, it cannot touch our lands. When I'm alone at night, I must remind myself of that promise again and again, even if I must scream it to these empty halls. So why do I feel threads pulling away from the fabric of my community while I strain to hold them together? It's the old man and its protege, or else my imagination, but probably them. Mother's condition isn't helping my cause, neither does one. Papi, porque se sabe que la cosa está delicada, perro. Quiero colaborar. A ver qué más aquí. Libro, otro libro. Otro libro. ¿Y acá? Letter to my son. Ignace, I write this in a rare moment of clarity. Before he left us, your father was a proud, stubborn, wonderful man. Let me offer you a word of advice on his behalf. Those who rule with power are destined to be overthrown by power. Those who rule with heart are destined to be cherished long after they are gone. I can feel the fog drifting back over my thoughts. Goodbye, Ignacy. Hopefully not for long. Your mother, we're gonna read. Where are my hands, Ignacy? Where are my hands? My hands, my hands. Uy, qué putas. Le pasa a la mamá de ese señor.
I've got a powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Ah, ¿usted la mamá?
My hands. My hands. Shut up. Oh. No darkness. Only Maxim. Teeth. Ignat by her teeth. Dancing. In. Oh, my mouth.
Está lo que se nos dice. Bueno, con permiso. Venga, porque dejan plata botada por todos lados. ¿Qué es esto? A ver.
Well, I was not expecting such an esteemed guest in my humble workshop. Are you in need of any weapons?
What can you tell me about this?
Gelarde. This is stuff. Nay, don't tell me. I'd be tempted to go looking for some.
Can you do anything with it?
No. I did receive a shipment from Sola's Keep recently, however. A mace. I suggest you make your way there if you're looking for someone to work with.
Galloway's tusks? Come on, it can't be. I bet you 5 skates a Smith and Thirdborn would know what to do with this stuff.
I'll take that.
And I'll take your money.
Is there anything else?
Uy, ¿qué es esto? De nivel 3. Y casi me alcanza por nada de estas, perro. Exceptional Dagger. Exceptional Mace. Y este weón, ¿por qué vende todo esto? Lockpick, solo el lockpick. Aguanta comprarse una de estas. El hachita. Ah, pero esta es Great Axe. Y no vende una hacha normal. Ah, pero vende pistola, comela. Exceptional Sword. Exceptional Spear. Vea pues.
Welcome to my fine establishment,
Jaimico. Jaimico. ¿Y acá dónde vamos?
Found the machine.
Animancy Workshop.
Something. I can't let anyone else discover this.
¿Qué le vas a hacer?
Envoy. I'm not Yesterday, I made an incredible discovery. We can use app. And then I thought, what if one day... No. To honest, it is too much power. Who knows? But I have been reading Ethelmir's treatise on Wotica. Perhaps she's right.
Set an example. Show your colleagues it can be used for good.
How can I? But...
Buena socio. Jasper, Hardwood Branch, Brandon Water,
The other is healthy. It's the essence I'm concerned about.
Esto, pero.
This again. You're beginning to sound like Giata. Have you ever
Like Giata.
I'm sure I'm not forgotten. Look what happened to them.
Uy, que por acá. Aquí. Libros. ¿Qué es esto? Art of Malicious Compliance. When our governor told me to stop bothering him, I moved out of town. When he told me to hardship farmhands, I raised the dead. Now he leaves me alone. I have one.
What do you think of Giata's theory?
Well, my experiments have been a
No sé
little...
nada. De puta que van a libros, no.
Like the essence has no sense of direction. How did you know? We should talk, but not here.
Bueno. Jaimico. Ah, taverna.
Had one job, and I couldn't even do that.
Pour you a drink, good night. Well, apology.
Usted... Ah.
Except they are the only animals.
Not taking the dreams course seriously is a mistake.
Try telling that to Vidaro and the Animancers. We've all heard the rumors from outside. Births bells, of course. If we've had crops fail, the governor says it. So, we ought to drink.
Los lockpick, perro, los lockpick, lo que yo necesito. Maricrudita. Veamos estamina. One mic, un constitution. 2 constitution y 5 construction.
Welcome back, envoy.
¿Cómo les te cuesta este
Look out for her, Emilio. How hard could that have been? If I could help, I don't.
I've got time.
Praise Ilya. Anyway.
A big word amateurist, okay.
The last time I...
Two young Nimduten wandering out by a river. Consider them found.
Nimduten.
Maybe we don't look too soon.
¿Este qué le pasó? ¿Está vivo? Sí. X voy qué? A hablar con Yata, venga.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
Well, my first idea was to mess up his house. Maybe break a window or two.
Perhaps I should thank you for showing restraint.
Ay, definitivamente toca darle más a esta música, güey, puta tan dura, marica. Creo que no dice nada. No.
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Yata, some man.
Why start now?
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He's focusing on the wrong problems. And why didn't anyone speak up with you?
Because they're cowards.
You did, child.
I know, but curses. Without Fior Misiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop.
You stuck to your principles, that's what matters.
I wish I could take credit for Giata's stubbornness, but she learned that on her own.
Thanks, Old. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another...
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Adiran envoy here. You've got a lot of gut.
I'm looking forward to working with you. Not everyone in Nadir hates Excellency.
Likewise. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There
You
aren't
think-
many godlike left these days.
You think there might be a connection, as people keep reminding me?
Wouldn't that be? I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your... While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Ajá, 4, a ver, 4.
I don't even know. I just realized this is the end.
Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with your friends. For God's sakes, could she say something encouraging to your puppy? Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they...
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare a squirrel over an open flame.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can learn to accept everything I've lost. When it comes to the Dream Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution. Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
Maybe I'll have better luck. Will your colleagues even talk to me after what happened to you? When the governor might even interfere. Will your colleagues even?
Don't worry. Ignazi Manto Pastor is in the workshop due west. Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fjord. Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name.
Sounds like I have my own work cut out for me. That are expertise in
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike, Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant.
Todo esto. Cositas. The award for best achievement in agriculture. Venga, el cofre. Bueno. Muy bien. Ay, dejamos hasta aquí. Muchas gracias por venir a mi fiesta. Yo estoy cansado. Después seguimos jugando. De pronto más largo y más tendido. Nunca lo sabremos. Pero muchas gracias por venir. Que era mucho lo que nos vemos y seguimos jugando. Avowed.